It seems like something is wrong. So what's there? You look surprised. I read confusion on your face. Listen, since I'm a nice guy, I'm willing to take the time to explain what's happening to you.
From what I see, you continue to look down on me, it seems.
Relax, you're not represent a danger to me. You are far too weak for that.
So there you've crossed the line, kid.
I don't have a feeling I'll regret it, so shut up and listen. The technique you just underwent is just one of my many abilities. I have 4 special techniques, if we don't count my extension of the territory, of course.
4 special techniques, you said?
Yeah. Although they look distinct, they draw their source from the same origin, the system imunokaisen. I think you're starting to understand where I'm going with this. My techniques come directly from the energy provided by the system. Therefore, my techniques are particularly effective against bacteria.
Everything becomes clearer to me now.
At first glance, I thought you were a virus. If that was the case, then the chances of winning did not exceed 50%. I wanted to have the confirmation of the beginnings of our fight.
Hence the usefulness of the surprise attack at the beginning of our meeting.
Yeah, you understood everything.
However, when did you confirm your suspicions? I dodged all your attacks, so you shouldn't have. Wait, the blast of the explosion.
In my range of techniques, 2 main ones stand out. The blue amplification technique and its inverted form red. Once the 2 techniques have been mastered, a 3rd possibility is created, the purple. The purple technique is the result of the fusion of these 2 techniques. The blue amplification technique has 2 subcategories. In first position, we have cellular pressure. When my spell hits the target, it decreases its speed by 5% every minute. Being hit a second time accelerates the effect of the technique. As for the second technique, it is the antiviral manipulation. This technique allows me to interact with the objects around me and to be able to manipulate them as I wish. And then there is the red, the wave of purification and cellular destruction. This is the technique that touched you just now. When this technique hits the target, it slowly destroys its cells, greatly reducing its resistance and his effectiveness in Vixth. It was enough to affect you. You were only touched by a very small part, so the effect is not fatal for the moment. As for purple, it just combines the effect of the 2 techniques simultaneously. So being hit by this technique will slow down your reaction speed while destroying your cellular system.
I find that revealing this technique to the enemy seems dangerous, especially since he has the advantage in fight. By revealing his techniques, doesn't he run the risk that the opponent find a way to counter them?
That's exactly its goal. The Master is special. He is particularly skilled in close fight as well as in long-range fight. Knowing the functions of his techniques does not guarantee victory. And then knowing how these techniques work is one thing, and knowing how to counter them is another. So there is nothing to fear except in a fight of expansion of territory, where he would not have the advantage.
I understand, but it doesn't always tell me why he do such a thing. What does he have to gain from revealing this technique to the enemy?
An increase in its capacities.
An increase in its capacities? What is this?
It would take a while to explain. Look carefully at what will happen.
Now that I have explained my 3 special techniques to you, just one more and the picture will be complete. I hope the fight will be fairer now. Open.
Rule number 1 in a fight to the death. Never let your guard down. It's not possible. I must be dreaming.
What were you saying about surprise attacks? It's not cool to attack an opponent by surprise, especially if he is not prepared.
It's good. I saw an opening there. How did you survive that?
This is my immune barrier limitless.
Immune barrier limitless? I don't understand anything. What is this crazy thing?
What do you think of his name? It's cool, isn't it?
I admit that it's a pretty cool name. What's that?
It's a barrier who draws on my energy to activate. As long as I have energy, no normal attack will be able to reach me. You understand now?
I think I understood something.
That's perfect. Now that I've finished explaining the work of my techniques.
What's going on?
Incredible. Now that I've revealed all my techniques to you, my abilities have just doubled by 50%.
Incredible. I feel the pressure of his energy up to here.
In the system, revealed this technique is counterproductive, but it allows for a 5 to 25% boost to the user's abilities depending on their base level and the amount of energy they can withstand. But the sensei is different because of his strong connection to the system and his extraordinary abilities. He can have access to a 50% increase in his abilities.
Such an increase is enormous. Now that he is full of energy, his opponent will have no chance of winning.
I understand better now the purpose behind your so-called explanation, but know that I too have more than one trick up my sleeve. Cell division technique, cloning. We can begin the final part of our fight.